I looked in the mirror and I thought, fuck it, this morning, fuck it all. So I feel utterly fucking just like I'm being ripped apart. That's how I feel. Feels like I'm in so deep now with regards to my shadow that it's just overwhelming. It's overwhelming, and I want to do this video, but I don't know how this is gonna pan out, and so consequently I might end up waffling into the camera for half an hour and not posting it. I don't know, but I'll try and do this video because I just wanted to share, you know, to share from the darkness that I find myself in, to share of myself, because as always I feel like this is not just about me at all. This is about all soul travelers, one way or another. This is about all living souled beings that find themselves in this fucking evil fuck off place. Oh, the rage I've felt, and then the grief I have felt, just and triggered by, yeah, certain things have happened, but you know, just the sheer scale of evil, nasty filth that this world, that lives in this world, the things that, the cruelty, the cruelty, the sheer horrific suffering levied upon animals, upon nature, and upon innocent people. And being an empath, you know, I am an empath and I feel it all. I feel it so acutely now. I've never, ever, ever felt it and witnessed it as acutely as I have these last few days. It's as if I am literally, I was going to say in the eye of the storm, but that isn't it, because it's actually very, very peaceful and very quiet in the eye of the storm. There is a part of me, as always, that is simply there, like I call that the sentinel, the true self. But I'm also really in a state of chaos and confusion, so I don't actually know anymore. I don't know anything in this place. I don't know anything. I doubt everything. I doubt the veracity of the insights and the visions and the dreams and the intuitions and the synchronicities, because there's a part of me in my shadow. This is you can call it anything you like. This is because we're going in and we're talking about something that lies beyond language. I call it the deepest wound, or the darkest part of the shadow. But it's beyond that. This is ancestral. I know it because I've seen it in my mother. I used to see it in my mother. And I know that it's been in me my whole life, that I was born with it in me. I see it in other people. I see it everywhere in this world. And it's a creature that I can't even put it into words. It's just pure hate, pure rage, pure vengeance, and pure just agony and pain. And to an extent, perhaps it's trying to teach me something. Perhaps it's trying to teach us something. You know, that might be what it is. But it's resisting any kind of light, any kind of love, any kind of acceptance, any kind of anything at all. It won't have any truck with anything at all, anything. All all it sees, all it knows is just grief, pain that is just so immense, like a million upon a million tidal waves of grief and rage and hatred and vengeance. It knows damn well what this world is. It knows it. It also knows that it's fucking wrong, otherwise it wouldn't feel the way that it does, right? But it's not interested in a solution of any kind. It isn't interested in healing, because it doesn't believe that healing is possible. It doesn't believe there is any light. It's convinced that it's infinitely powerless, and that evil always fucking wins, and that they're all just perhaps like I don't know, there's an episode in Star Trek Voyager where they come across these hunter warrior type people. They're called the Hirogen. I think this is season 6, I'm not sure. And these people basically attack alien vessels and hunt them, and then take their scalps for trophies. I mean, they're really sick motherfuckers, right? Anyway, Voyager, being, you know, fucking the Federation, ever so nice as always, helped them out by creating these holograms for them that they can hunt over and over again and kill over and over again, and then the next day the holograms are back to be hunted down and killed all over again. And this part of my shadow feels that way. It feels like that is all we are here. It is so immured into that belief of ultimate victimhood, ultimate powerlessness. And it's perverse in that. It hates itself and it attacks itself. The thoughts going through my head, it's unbelievable. It's like, this is all there is, and you'll be stuck here forever. This is all there is. Just a second, guys. You know, this is the part of our shadow that I feel the forces of darkness, i.e. the dark generator, call it what you will, latches onto and uses against us. It has power over us through our shadow. That is what I feel. And it's all about trauma-based programming, trauma-based mind control. You know, it's all about that. So it's like a dark fucking onslaught. So it's in there believing that everything is shit forever and ever and ever. I mean, so when you go out and you see the world, because you're so awake now, you're just so awake. We're so fucking, some of us anyway. So much work done. So much internal digging, so much internal acknowledging of this and of that and of everything, and just so much inner work, you know, my God, and for so long as well. And I've gradually approached this point, and I've been here before in the last kind of year. But every time it goes in a bit deeper, it has a slightly different nuance. Just when I had to go to the farm shop and I saw that poor dead deer, and then that thing about the fox hunting, and then I saw that horrible thing pop up, because it just pops up on your computer screen, you know, and you can avert your eyes and not look at it. Or just not go online anymore, because frankly, it's everywhere. People talk about it, it's there, it's everywhere. The horrific things that people do to animals, that people do to other people, that people do to nature. It's unavoidable. And it is a major trigger for me. It always has been, but now it's really there, triggering this. I mean, I've said this so many times, it's the horror that is this reality. And I guess there's people that are going to listen to this and think, I don't know what she's on about, the world's just plain wonderful and amazing, we're going to the bowling alley tonight, ooh. I don't know. But this world to me is an absolute horrific nightmare. I can see some good things in it, I can see that there is some love and all, but on the whole it is truly unspeakable. It is so wrong that it's beyond wrong. It's an abomination. And it is why that shadow is in there in the first place, right? It really is. It's why it is there. And when you've had a childhood like some people have had, like I've had, where there was absolutely no love whatsoever, and you were attacked and abused by the people that were meant to love you and support you and keep you safe, and nobody was there to help you, nobody was there to protect you. Epigenetically speaking, that really fucks you up. That will bring out any kind of genetic markers. It will bring up any genetic markers for, well, for all kinds of dysfunction and sociopathy. And I was quite sociopathic, you know, when I was quite young, when I was about 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, whatever, until my inner work really began. And that's been ongoing for at least 25 years, really. Even before I awoke to what this world is, that inner work was ongoing. I've always been very geared toward that, and I've always accepted that and done that work with passion and with great focus and with great will. It's just, I guess I'm just wired that way, and I'm really quite smart, you know. Again, this is not an egotistical thing. I just am. I'm quite good at certain things. I'm really stupid at other things, and you know, anything mathematical, it's like I mean, it's when, you know, I don't even know today. I just don't know. I don't know. I feel like I know absolutely nothing whatsoever. When you do this kind of shadow work, if that's even what it fucking is, who fucking knows, right? That's it, you're just in it. And I thought, well, maybe I'll wait until I feel better, if I ever feel better again, to do a video. But then I thought, you know what, fuck that. Because I'm a person of integrity, and I want to share with you guys the truth of myself, you know, and the truth of me is that there's a light, there's a dark, and there's everything in between. So, and I want this YouTube channel to be about integrity and about being real and authentic and about sharing my journey, such as it is. But at this moment in time, it's fair to say that it is beyond bearable for me to be here. It really just is. Because I see all the terrible suffering in this world. The terrible, terrible suffering. And there is not a thing, I was just like, there's nothing you can do about it. And to me, that is completely unacceptable. That feels like like grotesque abuse, to be aware of so much horrific suffering, and yet to not be able to do a damn thing about it at all. I've done some stuff in my own small way. Yeah, I rescued my cats and whatnot, you know. But no. To be here and to see all that, and to have seen it my entire life, and to be in so much pain because you see all that every day, ever since you were a small child, your first point of awareness, and to know that there's nothing you can do. That you feel so weak and so powerless and so small and so oppressed and repressed and persecuted and abused and victimized and gaslit and manipulated, so that the gaslighting and the manipulation is such that can we really know anything ever? Can we? But of course, deep down, I know that yes, I can. I have had insights that have shown me beyond the shadow of a doubt that light, that love and the power of love, the magic of love are real. That this is somehow all meaningful. And even now I can feel this presence. It's sort of around me, it's at my back and it's sort of around me like that. And it's interesting because Derek did a video, Are We the 144,000? And that video really resonated with me. So any of you who've maybe recently subscribed and you're not aware of this channel, it's Onion Child, as in an onion and then child, two separate words, Onion Child. But this video really resonated with me in a big fucking way. It goes on about, are we some sort of angels? Because I have felt for years now that I am some sort of angel. This has come to me many times where I feel like I have wings, and I know this may sound really silly or whatever, but fuck it, right? I don't really care, actually. I don't care what it sounds like. That's what I've seen. I'm not saying it's true at all. And there's this again in me, my shadow, going, oh, for fuck's sake, get the fuck real. That's not real. You're just being manipulated. You're just being had. It's all a wild goose chase. You're being led up the garden path. It's all a fucking lie. The only truth is that you're a powerless victim and there's nothing you can do. Do you see what I mean? That's just pure self-hate, pure self-attack, self-brutalization. And that is what this realm has done to us. I know it for a fact. I see it everywhere. I see it all the time. In people. Because on the other side, and that side is so amazing, and I had these wings, and these wings were folded, my wings sort of around myself, and it was like, I love you, and you're going to be okay. This powerful, radiant being, this infinite being. But then this goes, the shadow, it goes, oh, get the fuck real, get the fuck real. What, you honestly think that you chose to come to a fucking evil motherfucking place like this and be a powerless fucking victim and witness all the horrific abuse that happens every day to all of us without being able to do a damn thing about it? And the rage, and it just goes on and on from there. It literally, and I see what it looks like. It's all black, and it's all emaciated. And when it speaks, it's got blood coming out of its mouth, and its teeth are all rotten, and its eyes are all like red, and it's all distorted, and it's just pure hatred, pure rage, pure hate, pure vengeance. I want vengeance, destruction, motherfuckers, hate. It's beyond words, beyond language. And then on the other side of the spectrum I have the Sentinel. This being that is so powerful, but yet beyond ego. So it isn't power over anything. It simply is. It's the great big motherfucking I am. And it is pure and it's beyond ego. There is no ego, no arrogance at all. It's like this isn't having any of it, but I know this is some sort of very deep healing. I have been here before. The last time, in fact, I stopped smoking. I stopped smoking last year in September, and everything was fine and zippity-doo-dah until March last year, and my mood just went kaboom and just plummeted. Like, hello? It went straight down the abyss. And then last year, May, is when it really hit rock bottom, and I was just like this, in fact, maybe a bit worse. It was really bad. And that was just at a time where I had to attend a tribunal to do with, you know, work and whatnot, and it was an absolute nightmare. It was horrific. I had to sit there and be asked a barrage of questions by these almost demonic looking fucking men, 3 of them. They really went for me verbally. It was amazing, and I somehow managed, despite being suicidally depressed and in a really terrible space, I somehow managed to keep my, you know, to stand my ground. I did have a guy with me, he was really good as well, but it was like, what the fuck. And then of course I started getting a little bit better, and then something else happened that was a total shock to the system. It's fair to say that it's like I feel like a soldier in the trenches in World War One. I'm really fucking doing it. So it's like mustard gas. Right, put your mask on. Everybody's screaming. There's blood and there's gore everywhere. There's people lying around with their eyes missing, their heads missing, their legs missing, their guts hanging out. And there was a heavy bombardment, and then there was peace for a little while, and you stood there in the middle of the night smoking a cigarette and looking up at the stars and wondering, when the fuck will it end? When will it end? And then the next thing you know, oh, mustard attack, right, back on with your fucking gas mask. People choking to death, their skin falling off. You know, an hour later, have another ciggy, have a cup of tea, look up at the stars. When will this end? When will this end? You know, you look around at your bodies, covered in mud and blood. You know, how you doing, man? You're right, Danny. Don't think I can take much more of this. What about you? Nah. Should we get the fuck out of here? They'll shoot us. Yeah, tie you to a post and shoot you right through the head. It's better stay here then, innit? Not much we can do. Can't leave, can't stay, gotta stay here, can't leave, don't know what to do. That's another fag. It's a bit like that. That's how it feels. I just find myself wondering, what have I got to show for it all, really? What have I achieved? Where's this fucking going? Oh, nice. That's nice. It's just a fan goes by. It says crystal clear solutions. Oh well, that's one to write in my little book, innit? Crystal clear solutions. Yeah, fucking bring them on then. Yeah. Come on. Because really, you know, fuck! Something tells me, even now, in the middle of this fucking... in the middle of this, it's there saying it's going to be alright. This is about healing. Deep, very deep healing. But it's fucking hard. And then you come across these people and they're like, oh well, ever since I've been, you know, my spiritual journey, and I've done so much inner work, and God, my health is so good now, and oh, I just feel so good, and I look so good, and I came into all this money, and or they're just people that have always had it really nice, you know, they've always had it quite easy, and you hate them for that. You think, you fucking asshole, you fucking fucker, you've had it so easy all your fucking life, and you're just totally invalidating me and my experience because you don't even fucking understand a fucking thing about what it is to really suffer horrendously, to be depressed your whole life, to be betrayed by the people that are supposed to love you, to be ganged up on by your family, by everybody, literally everybody ganging up on you, telling you you're possessed by demons. Maybe that's what this is, a demon, and I'm possessed. I better call the church right now and get them to come around and pray on me in the name of Jesus. I don't know. Alright? I mean, yeah, it's not nice, it's not pretty, but there we are, that's how I feel. I really fucking hate these motherfuckers, you know, they're so beautiful, they're so glossy, they've got all their ducks in a row, and I'm living here in shit, feeling like absolute shit, and I want to fucking kill them. I want to torture them first, though, for at least half an hour. There, I've said it. Yes, envy, jealousy, and it isn't envy, it isn't jealousy, it's just that when you come across people like that, you really feel your own hurt so much fucking more. You feel it so much more. You know? You feel it so much fucking more. And you wonder to yourself, why? Why me? You know? Can't we, I don't know, somehow equally proportion the amount of suffering to say, right, everybody gets to do this amount of suffering, right? It's like a pie, like a large pie, and you take a big fuck off knife, and everybody gets exactly the same slice, the same size slice, right? But it ain't like that. It's not. The world is, to my knowledge, from what I've seen and gleaned, the world's full of these people that they're okay, you know, they make their money, or they don't even, they just get lucky, they have it all. It's also full of people who don't have anything and who suffer horrendously, of course. We're not alone. I'm not saying it's all about me, because I know damn well there isn't, and that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video, because I want to share this in order to commune with those of you who are finding yourself in a similar terrain, who have also been fucked your whole life, who've also been betrayed and abused and gaslit and fucking manipulated and brutalized in every imaginable way, you know, by people that were supposed to love you and ever fucking since. I mean, you know, they brutalize you so much that it's all you know, so that when you get into your first, say, relationships and whatnot, you automatically attract people that are going to follow on from where your family left off. That just happens. So you end up in abusive relationships, very abusive relationships. People that don't give a fuck at all, and they just abuse you and manipulate you. You know, it's mad. Early in my 30s, I put paid to all of that, thankfully, and worked my way out of that. And spent quite a lot. Oh, there it is again. Crystal clear solutions. Cheers, mate. Come back. And then, you know, my little one, stop it. Hey. Come and say hello. Come on. Oh. No. Oh, baby. He scratches himself so much because he has self-hate issues as well. He has a shadow. Oh, you darling. Because you thought nobody loved you as well, didn't you? And nobody fed you and nobody loved you, and you were starving. He was starving, you know, his ribs. He was in a terrible state, really bad. But he's all right now, aren't you, darling? You are. Mummy loves you. I do. I mean, all these things will come up, you know, people, where you literally really hate other people for having everything that you've never had. And that's just woundedness, you know. So forgive yourself for that. It just makes you feel so fucking shit and so invalidated. And it really does make you wonder, oh, darling, why? Why is it that some people suffer so fucking much and other people get to have it all? Well, they don't really get to have it all because they're still living in this reality. And having had it easy all your life is, to be fair, not a great impetus for waking up, I'd say. So they're generally oblivious and chuckle-headed fucking idiots anyhow. So they'll just have to come back here again then, or somewhere else where they finally have to hopefully suffer as much as us. You know. Oh dear. I mean, fuck it, right? I need something to come to me now and show me beyond the shadow of a doubt that I haven't been fucking wasting all my time and all my efforts. I need to be showing that. I need to be showing that. Because right now it feels like this is just going to go on and on and on. It's never going to end. It's never going to go anywhere. You're just a powerless victim, and evil's got it in for you. And you're just evil created you to, you know, so it could torture you, which is utter nonsense. I know that because I'm beautiful and I'm a really good person. I have a shitload of empathy, not for the beautiful people right now. Sometimes I do. I'm a fucking good person, and evil couldn't possibly have created somebody like me. It just wouldn't. It couldn't. That's fucking bullshit, see? Stop fucking lying to me! Fucking shadow. Shut up! Right? God, it's like multiple personality disorder. I should give it a name. I don't know. Call it Jimmy. Jimmy the Shadow. Shut up, Jimmy. Shut the fuck up. We'll call the, I have to give my true self a name as well. What should I call her? I don't know. Daisy. Daisy, my true self, says. Daisy says everything will be just fine. You need to hang in there. This is a deep healing process. And everything's going to be okay. And it's perfectly alright to hate the beautiful people. Yes, it is. Don't do anything silly like stab them with a knife, though. Don't do that. You won't like it in prison. I'd have to I don't know, I have to end up in a fucking cell with, I don't know, large Marge. There's a whole different nuance of self-hate then, innit? Probably not a good idea. No, darling, you can have a little food, a little nibble. I bought them some sardines the other day. They just love those. They're very expensive Italian sardines. Oh dear. Well, the most profound thought I've had all day is this. Have a cup of tea. Yes, and I think that's what I might go and have now. Have a cup of tea. To any of you out there who are on the same page of this horror story as I am today, I send you all my love. I send you all my love. And I hope with all my heart that this big jerk off will end sooner rather than later. Oh, meow, 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 meow. Being very silly today. It's all the shadow, you know, it's Jimmy with his fucking bullshit. Shut the fuck up, Jimmy. Shut up. Fucking hell. I think what I might do is get a massive baseball bat and bludgeon the shit out of Jimmy. That's what I might do. But you see, that's not the thing to do to your shadow. You're supposed to love your shadow. So maybe I'll get Daisy over there to go and pay Jimmy over there a visit and give him loads of love. Maybe then he'll shut the fuck up. Toodaloo, people.